Alright, so today on Ancient Aliens, they found plankton, right? You know, like in SpongeBob SquarePants, on the International Space Station. And the thing is, they cleaned it before they put it up in space, right? There was nothing on it. Now, either something is creating the plankton on the space station, because they don't know how it got there. It's almost like it made the plankton out of thin air, right? Huh. Wonder what to do that. God. Life itself. Life itself. They're talking about meteors, but did they hit the space station? I mean, right. Or something made it out of thin air, right? That can make any creature it wants to make. Another possibility, right? Now, it's also sea plankton, right? Which is what plankton is, right? By the way. But then they found all kind of different sea creatures, right? Even one that looks like a partial DNA helix, right? Uh-oh. Now, I'm not saying they understand it all. We don't. Nobody does. We're trying to learn about it. Right? Don't get a swelled head, though, either. Right? Mm-hmm. With webbed hands and feet, discovered in 1818. The Kopta, an amphibious humanoid creature believed to lurk in the waters of Japan. The remains were from a Kopta that had been shot in 1818 near a local river, right? The Kopta was translated as water child. Is a creature that is usually about 5 feet with scaly skin, right? And usually blue or green in color, right? Like a sea reptile, or turtle, right? See, life came from the sea, right? They're looking for a missing link unless God made even that creature, right? See, it's a creature too, right? See, there's the firstborn of every creature, which is Jesus. And then every creature after Jesus, because he reproduces too. Now, that's what Satan has a problem with. In that we can do whatever we want to, right? Good or bad. And he showed you both sides of the coin on the opposite side of love. Warning of the kappa. But you can also kill him because anything here is mortal because of his Satan stuff. Right. See, something has to also die first. Right? Now, if you kill Jesus, even if he resurrects, you still killed him, right? Right. Both physically and spiritually, right? Now, the spirit always goes back to God who gave it, right? But God can also put it back in your body and heal the body, right? Even as if it was never wounded. Some creatures could even be cut in pieces and healed quickly, with no scarring. Mm-hmm. Like the people with leprosy or the woman with the issue of blood, which is something internal, right? Mermaids. Mm-hmm. They come from the sky, right? But see, again, if they're angels from heaven, right? Extraterrestrials from heaven, right? What they're doing is showing us life and death, and they could both be good and bad, right? And even Aphrodite, right, not only has a son by Hermes, but other children as well by other gods, including Vulcan, right, who was another, right, god she was with, right? And they came from outer space, right? Mm-hmm. But we could be seeing other technology, right? Of the one that made us all. I know, right? Every creature. Now, some creatures, cause of death, are limited even in their lifespan, right? And you learn as you go along, right? Too, or you deny it, right? See, that's the problem. You can deny this, and you're not proving anything or disproving anything, except that you can't deal with it, right? So, and then you're being a carnal human being trying to harm other life forms that have nothing against you, probably either, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But Elijah ascended up in a whirlwind, and then the extraterrestrials descend down in a whirlwind, right? And they kind of appear out of nowhere, right? And Dogen or Dagon, right? Which they find coincidentally, some of the names of these creatures are similar in different languages, right? Even, right? And this is about the dwarf star, right? Dagon said that when there was two stars around Sirius, right? Called the dog star sometimes. I'm probably getting a little out of actual. But see, Christians are so religious. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. They get bad. Not good. But again, you're going to try to work with anyone if you can, but they get so. They call it faith or stubbornness, right? Right. They don't know the difference either, right? Right. Between faith and stubbornness, right? Right. They're kind of the same thing, right? You can believe what you want, even the wrong thing, right? That's the problem. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Or you can figure out the right thing, and that's the point, though. Even with that, you can only go so far, right? Whatever you're believing, you're being shown that by something else, right? Before latex, sausage casings were condoms. Wow. How about that? How about that? You know, what you don't realize is sausage is put into it some kind of casing, right? Causes sometimes grounded up meat, right? Of course, working at Rogerwood, I would know that, right? Mm-hmm. See, I'm also showing you, if you are blacking me out, I'm remembering who I am from day to day, right? But you're only interfering if I'm with a new girl or something. And then that's going to make her mad if she likes what I do with her. And then you might be making me cheat on her too, and I'm not trying to do that either, right? I can either be faithful to her or unfaithful to her, right? I don't know who I'm with from night to night, or if I'm just alone still, right? By morning, right? And I do try to get them to stay with me, but there again, the Comcast girl was working her job, so she couldn't stay. But also, she's the only one in the house who could have knocked me out, right? And of course, she's gonna act strange if she knocked me out and I meet her before she gets back to the house, right? I probably told her all that too, right? But she could have accepted what I was talking about, right? That quickly, right? I know. And you can see I can show her what I'm talking about real quick. And either she agreed to it and we both were together for the 20 minutes, and then after the 20 minutes she blacked me out, right? Because she kind of went for it at first, but then changed her mind towards the end, right? And there was a stick, a black one. And she could have hit me over the head with it too. And then I blacked out, right? She got dressed and left and went down the end of the block. And by the time she came back, though, I came too, right? Got dressed because I was expecting someone, right? And got her before she got out the subdivision. See, I don't remember everything, but I know we were together at least 20 minutes, right? She can't even leave for 15, right? But I forgive her if she repented. Too. She can do that, right? I told you, right? But she's old enough to consent, too, right? But I'm not trying to force her. I also will tell her, you ain't got to do it again. You don't want to do it again either, right? I'm not trying to make her, right? But usually something violent, right? And trying to kill me is your fault. It's your fault. If you accept it at first and then repented after, that's still having sex with me, but then regretting it, right? It's called regret sex, like Sheena, right? I know. But it's not rape in the meantime because I'm going to tell you that. You can say no. Right? I know. But see, there's no reason to knock me out unless we had sex, silly, right? Like I told the girl at the salon, right? If you're gonna knock me out, there's gotta be a reason, right? Uh-huh. Uh, turbulence. But see, these creatures can move around too, maybe even on land, right? And if you spot them, right, and people come to the, you know, lake or whatever, right, they gonna know to get the out of there. Dummy. They can travel on land too, and you don't know it, and you don't know how they gotta leave their first place, right? Yeah, like you could have just been taking the swim in the lake. And then last, oh, these crazy people are coming around. Get out of there. The fear of men, right? We're buttholes. You lie and repent too. You lie and repent too. But like I said, the problem was I was in there over an hour extra. And I know it. See, she's both seducing me, but also trying to get me in trouble. She even told the next door guy where I get my cakes from, right? And lied to him. Making him think something, right? Mm-hmm. So you can't do that, I know. But you can. I know. And it looks like, again, it comes and goes when it pleases somehow, right? So unless it's being materialized out of thin air, right? Maybe it can walk on land too, like we do, but temporarily, and then go back to the ocean, right? So even on the flippers, like a turtle, durr, durr, doesn't a turtle come to land to lay eggs and then go back to the sea, right? Durr, durr. But see, what we don't know is what makes the plankton or the sea creatures are, right? We can't see it. All we know is suddenly the creature's there, almost out of thin air, right? And then we have to explain how it got here, right? Well, if something made that creature too, it can make any creature it wants to make. Fool. Even if it goes on the ground, right? See, there's the in the portrait. And, if there's portals, right? Uh, and, but turtles can walk on land, and with flippers, silly, right? Some have flippers. The sea turtles do have that. But even they can walk on land. And the seashore, right? If there's an ocean nearby, right? Right. Right. Idiots. Right. Simple answers. The simplest answer are usually something you don't want to deal with either, right? The most logical too, the Kraken, right? Release the Kraken! Arrgh! Right. Natural history of Norway, right? Damn. Mm-hmm. But see, I've done seen this episode, right? I know. It's an island-sized octopus, right? Or squid, giant squids, right? I know. Mm-hmm. But see, I get to sit at home all day because of my physical and mental disability. You get jealous and something, right? Yes, you do. You even complain about my hair, which is fine, man, for a 52-year-old. Right, right.